All right, you guys. Welcome to another episode of Black Karen. This is your girl, Karen Michelle. I'm excited about today. I don't know if it's just because it's my birthday or what's going on, but as all of you may know, I have turned the big 40 today. And there's no other way of celebrating my birthday with friends that I love and family. So we're going to jump into the show today. But before we do that, I want to thank all of you guys for your love and your support and all the different things that I do. Everyone, if you are following me, you know that I'm getting my She Chefing on. I am in real estate. I have my podcast. I am doing so many things here in Dallas. And it's just a blessing to be working in my gifts, the gifts that God has given me. We are here on borrowed time, you guys. So just make the best of life. Make the best of what you have. And everything will come together. Everything will manifest. So I want to kick a shout out first before I bring our guest on today. I want to kick a shout out to my mother, Miss Yvonne Crum, aka Kiki. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Oh my God, when I tell y'all this woman loves me, this woman loves me. Like, love me wholeheartedly. And I just love your support. I love how you cheer me on. And shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to Miss Yvonne Crum. So I am going to bring our guest on here. I'm going to turn on our cameras. Yes, your girl did her makeup today. So we're going to do this live with Chef Andre Mitchell. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him on and unmute him because I don't think he can even hear me right now. But I'm going to go ahead and unmute him and we're going to get this interview going. All right. All right. So I'm still trying to figure out this whole camera thing, and we got this going. Hello, Andre. How are you?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. But let me start it off by saying happy birthday, little sis. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Aries run the nation.
Thank you so much. And your birthday was just Saturday, right?
Yes, yes. I turned 42 teen.
What?
Yeah, not 40 years, not
Older.
40, not 42 years old, but 42 teen, because I still feel young and fresh.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Oh my gosh. Well, I do feel kind of fresh today. I don't know what it is. The sun's not shining, but it's still beautiful outside. So I'm feeling real fresh.
Hey, when you the sun, you control that, you heard me?
You got that? That's it. Okay, you guys, I have brought on my friend Chef Andre Mitchell, y'all, with Mother of Lucille Catering. Y'all, when I tell you how I met this guy, y'all gonna laugh. Okay, I laughed first. Okay, I laughed first because he was trying to tell me how he originally met me. And I really didn't, it didn't dawn on me how we actually really met. I thought we met at a party. And he told me, no, 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 no. Let's go back. I said, how far back we going? He said, almost 10 years. Tell a story, Dre, so everybody. But first, before we even get into that story, I don't even want to go there yet. Please introduce yourself to everyone that don't know you. I'm sure people know who you are. You're out there. You're taking over in the food industry. So, hey, tell a little bit about yourself.
Um, my name is Andre Mitchell, originally from this small country town in Alabama called Creole, Alabama, where we call it population kinfolk because we know everybody there. Um, Spent 8 years in the United States Navy as a culinary specialist, worked my way up to third class, did 8 years, spent 6.5 years out to sea. But during that time in the Navy, I had some great opportunities to cook for some world leaders. I cooked at the White House for President Bush. And then they brought me back again to cook for President Obama. I cooked for the Prime Minister of Haiti. And I believe he was the Prime Minister of Cartagena, South America, and whoever else was at their dinner party. So um, food is what I do. My catering company, I named it after both of my grandmothers. My mom, her name is Rose Langham, but everybody call her mother because she took care of everybody. And my mom name is Lucille. So I dedicated my catering company to them to keep them alive. So whenever you have to say Chef Andre Mitchell, please make sure you say Mother Lucille's Catering. so we can keep their angel wings flapping and smiling down.
Oh wow. That is really really amazing that we try to carry our legacies on with our grandparents' names, our parents' names and things like that. So that's special, and I'm sure they're smiling down on you and proud of you because you are really shaking and moving and doing some things here in Dallas with your art. Like it's a craft, it's an art to be able to satisfy people's taste buds. So before we even get into that, because I'm so ready to talk about the experience last weekend. Last weekend, it almost feel like it was yesterday, but it was so amazing. Every dish touched my soul, and so let's go back. Let's go back. Let's let everyone know how we met each other. Because this is funny. Because when I tell the story, my friends they like trip out because just go ahead because I'm like, I thought you were telling a lie. I was like, he was like telling the story, y'all. He was telling the story, and I said, no, Andre, you can't tell that story. That's a lie. We didn't meet like that. But in
Yes, we
all
did.
reality, we did. So go ahead and tell everyone how we met.
So I moved down from Dover, Delaware. Want to say like 2012, 2013, something like that. So I'm here in Dallas, and it's one Sunday, and I was like, man, I said I need to find a church. I need to find a church. So I grew up in the AME church, so I get on my phone, Google AME churches near me, and I was like, oh, this church ain't that far. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go there. So I go in this church. I walk in, and you know how it is. Whenever you that new person that
Yeah.
goes to a church, everybody just turns around and look at you, and you be like, "Man, I know they're gonna ask me to stand up and say my name, but I ain't moving. I ain't moving. They gonna have to make me stand up." So we met at church. We met at church.
Did I come up to you? I had to because you said you weren't moving. So I
Yeah.
had to come up to you.
So when like when they said, "Do we have any visitors?" I'm sitting still like, "Hey, I've been in the church before. I ain't no visitor." You know what I mean? So it's like two people stood up, and I'm still sitting down. And then I believe you looked at me. He's like, "You better stand up. You better stand up." So I stood up and I introduced myself. And after the service, me and you we started conversating.
I remember you telling me that you were in
Yeah,
culinary school. Am I correct?
yeah. I moved down from Dover and came right into culinary art school.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember that. You were helping me remember, and I was like, yeah, I think you were talking about. And the funny thing about that was I wasn't even chefing at that time. I was in a whole other place in my gifts. I was doing something else. And I don't even remember. I think my life was just all in a whole mess or whatever. But anyway, enough for me. So that is how we met, and I could not believe that we met like that. And Andre, to be honest, you're the first. I don't know if I told you this, but I felt like the Most High sent you as an angel because
wow.
I mean, if you really count the days, I mean, not the days, the years. That was, and we ran into each other in 2019. It was like during the pandemic when this party had happened.
Yeah,
Like it was
it was
really
right before the pandemic, like really took off. Yeah.
So if I can do the math right, that had been 7 years since we've seen each other. So it's something
Yeah.
about that 7 and that 3 that we keep talking about.
Yeah.
Because today, this is my 13th episode with Black Karen. So you're like falling in line with these numbers. And so I really feel like you were sent to me. And I'm excited because I am on this journey as she's chefing and I'm doing my chef thing. And a lot of the ideas I get, you guys, I create them on my own, but then I bite off of Chef Andre like crazy. Like that jerk chicken, the vegan jerk chicken pasta. I like took that whole idea from him and I was like, I'm gonna go make it my own. But that's what chefing is about, is making things your own. Making things your own. And that's exactly what you do.
But you know what? You said the number 13. I got a funny story to tell you about the number 13.
What?
So in 2000, I was like, man, you know what? I want to be a chef. I want to be a chef. And I didn't know how to get there, how to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just going through life, get out the Navy. I moved down to Dallas 2013. right? Go straight to culinary art school, graduate, and I'm sitting at the graduation like, man, I can't wait this to be over so we can just go home and eat and chill. And the guest speaker said, this is the 13th graduation class from Lakota and Blue. And I was like, wow, it took me 13 years to get here. We're the 13th graduation class. So
Mhm.
I pull out my phone and I Google 13, and the number 13 is a biblical number because you take Jesus plus his 12 disciples, that make 13. So
Mm,
that's kind of funny. Numbers do mean something.
yeah, it does. It really does. And I apologize. My camera, I don't know what went out. It went out. I'm gonna try to start it back again and see what happened. I'm
There you
here.
go.
Technology, come on, y'all. Like, oh. And that was actually my next question is when did you discover you wanted to be a chef? So I'm glad you went right into that because that was actually my next question. And then who are some of the people? Well, you didn't cover that too. Who are some of the people you cook for? You cook for Bush. You cook for Obama. Can you
Um,
tell everybody the Bush story? Because I love that story. I love how you tell your stories, and it always makes me feel like I was there.
so we at the White House, we cleaning up, and they briefed us and said, hey, once the dinner's over, the president he's gonna come in and talk to everybody for like 2-3 minutes, ask you like a little questions about where you're from, blah 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 blah. Just just that little conversation.
Uh-huh.
So as we're finished cleaning up, President Bush walks in, and I'm just so happen to be standing by the door. So we do attention on deck, and he was like at ease, and he was like, hey man, where you from? I was like, from Mobile, Alabama, Mr. President. And he grabbed me. He was like, good old Southern guy. He said, that's what we need. So we're conversating, and he's spending his whole time talking to me. So
Mhm.
everybody else is just looking. So me and the president, we just over there talking and laughing. And then
Right.
he's getting ready to leave, and he said, hey, can you do me a favor? I was like, I don't know, Mr. President, man. I can't say I can do you a favor. I don't know what your favor is. And he started laughing. He was like, "Can you make me a bologna and cheese sandwich?" And
I love sandwiches.
I'm looking at him. I was like, "Mr. President, man, we just made you this 4-star, 5-star food, and you want a bologna and cheese sandwich?" And he comes closer to me. He grabs me, and he slaps me on my chest. He's like, "Listen," he's like, "that fancy food fucks up my stomach." He said, "I'm from Texas. I can eat a hamburger and brisket all day long." So, no, that we laughed, and he left. So everybody in the kitchen is mad because I'm over there just chopping it up with the president. Like, man, me and him, we know each other. And then
Wow.
about 10 minutes later, he comes back in, and he was like, "Hey, hey, big country." And I was like, "What's up, Mr. President?" He's like, "Hey, when you make it, can you put it in the back of the refrigerator?" And I was like, "Why you want it in the back of the refrigerator?" He was like, "You must not be married." I said, "No, Mr. President, I'm not." So he walks over to me. He was like, and he grabs me with his arm on my shoulder. He's like, "Listen, my wife don't like me eating food like that." He said,
Mm,
"But I don't care what she say. I grew up eating it, and this is how I'm gonna eat it." He
yeah.
said, just put it when you make it, just put it in the back of the refrigerator. Put it in the back of the refrigerator. So
Yeah.
I'm dying laughing as he walking out. I said, "Mr. President, you need a little French's mustard on that?" He's like, "That's the Southern way." So that was a crazy story.
Wow.
Crazy.
We're all people at the end of the day, and I can remember a good bologna sandwich. I grew up in the south of Dallas, South Dallas. Okay, so
Yeah.
both of my grandparents they fried spam and bologna sandwiches, so I know those days. Now, do I
Yeah.
touch bologna now? No, I do not even touch pork, but I remember those days. So yeah, he seems like he's an old Southern guy. So
Yeah. It
that was.
was it was laid back and cool.
Yeah. So my next question is, what sets you apart from from other chefs? Because you are different. I'm going to be the first to say that if no one else has ever told you that you are very different. Your work of art is different. Your taste, the taste of your food is different. Um, the experience just being around you is just different. And I say that because I just attended your experience, your taste testing
Yeah.
last weekend. I didn't know what to. Oh no, I'm not gonna even lie. Okay, I didn't know what to expect, but I did know what to expect. I
Right.
knew the food was gonna be good, But oh my God. So just what sets you apart from all these other chefs? Because we're like, everyone is getting to their whole cooking thing and chefing, and everybody's turning up and in the kitchen. But what sets you apart from everyone?
Me, pretty much, basically, I just try to be me, sprinkle with how my grandmothers used to cook and how I was brought up. Because like sometimes we ain't always have everything in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? So you had to take nothing and turn it into something.
You're
And
right.
then living in Alabama and living in New Orleans, like I got like different taste buds.
Mm,
So just blending all those experiences together, I think just kind of like make me me. You know what I
mm.
mean? Like all the chefs out here, they're great. They're great in their own special way, but I just try to stay in my lane. Excuse me. I just try to stay in my lane and just be who I am and learn from the other chefs around me that they drop knowledge on me, and then I do the same thing to them.
That's I love that you said that because you have to surround yourself around other great chefs and
Yeah.
just in life around great people because that's where you learn. I would have never learned the vegan jerk chicken had you not done that. And I came home and I did it myself. But I said, you know what? I want to lay off the pasta because I'm, trying to lose as much weight as I can. I'm trying to really get healthy. And so I said, what can I do to substitute these noodles? So I got zucchini and squash and I just shredded it with my potato peeler and I made a pasta. And I was so impressed with it, it opened up a door. That's why I say you're my angel because that dish opened up a door for me that I could not have opened up on my own. So, it had to take the Most High and His angels to open that for me. So I appreciate you serving us that dish because that was amazing. You have to make it again. I want some more.
Done deal. Done deal.
Okay, I want some more. So while we're on the topic, y'all, is it April 26th? Am I right? Or 23rd?
20. I think it's the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd. It's the Saturday after Easter.
Saturday, April 23rd, we are doing the chef experience. It is at a private location, and Chef Andre Mitchell will be our private chef for the night. You guys, we have already posted the event. I put it on the She Chefing page. I put it on my personal page. If you're not doing anything, scratch that. If you are doing something, scratch it, take it off your calendar because you have to be there. It is going to be amazing. The menu is actually on the invitation. So you already kind of get a feel of what you're going to be having. And man, talk about this punch. This punch. Oh my God, this punch that you had on the table. I got so excited. I wanted all three at one time. And my husband he had to help me brace myself because I wanted to try all three of them. Tell us about this punch that you did.
Well, it's called what it do juice because I don't know what it do to you, but I know what it do to me. Um, but it goes back. It goes back. Growing up in Alabama, hey, we made a little moonshine back then. So I joined the Navy.
It was some moonshine in that.
It's moonshine. Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah.
Okay, keep going. Okay, keep going.
So I'm in the Navy. I'm a E2, E3. Like my paychecks were trash. I had a car note that was 450, car insurance 125. So every 2 weeks that left me like $217.64
Mm,
to live off of. So that's $450 a month that I had for me. So I was like, man, I got to figure out a way to get me some money.
right.
And growing up, seeing my grandfather and his friends and some old friends make moonshine, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a storage unit, and I'm gonna make my moonshine in the storage unit. So when I first made it, oh my God, it was so strong. I'm
Wow.
talking about like 140, 150 proof. It was that strong.
Wow.
And just over time, working on the recipe, working on the recipe, working on the recipe. So that way, whenever you drink it, it don't have that bite, but it still have that potence. So, so
Mm.
like now, I think I got like maybe 56, maybe 60 different flavors of the what it do juice. If you served with me in the United States Navy, you had it.
You had
You
it.
had it. Stationed in Norfolk from between 2002 to 2004.
Uh-huh.
If you was in Yokosuka, Japan from '04 to '07. If you was in Bethesda, Maryland from '07 to 2010, you had it.
East Coast, West Coast,
Yeah.
that
Best, best, best thing underground.
I would have never known. It was right. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't too strong. It was just right, and it like kind of snuck up on you. It really
Yeah.
because I was feeling really nice by the time dessert came out. So gosh, man. Okay. So we know how you okay, so you say you got here to Dallas in 2013, but give us a little bit of your story of where you were before you got to Dallas and why was it that it was important for you to get here.
So when I was in the Navy, excuse me, stationed in Yokosuka, Japan, they had a competition that the admiral was looking for a personal chef. So it might have been 150 CSs in this competition. So I made it down to like the final five, final eight, something like that. But I was like, everybody on the ship was like, man, Mitch, you gonna win, man, you gonna get this. And if the captain picked you, you won, you'll be stationed with him in Miami, Florida. He was
Mm,
going to send you to Lakota and Blue. He was going to pay for your associates and your bachelor's. And then wherever he traveled in the world, you'll go with him.
mm,
So it's really like I still would have been in the Navy, but I wouldn't have been in the Navy. He could have woke up one morning and say, hey, I want you to be an E5. Boom, pay start immediately. Hey,
mm,
6, 7 months later, hey, I want you to be E1. Boom, pay start immediately. So
yeah.
it was one of those experiences that I really wanted. But life happens. And we had Hurricane Katrina hit. And
Oh
you know how that did the whole Gulf Coast, New Orleans, Gulfport, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama, where I'm from. So I'm watching the news in Japan and they showed a picture and I was like, so that's my great aunt street. That's my great aunt street. So I told him, I said, listen, man, I said, I gotta go home. I gotta go home and check on my family, make sure they straight. And they was like, well, you're not gonna be authorized to go. I said, I don't need authorization. I'm just gonna leave. You know what I
mm,
mean? If y'all not gonna let me go, I'm just gonna leave. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's family over everything for me. So when they saw me packing my sea bag and everybody in the birds like, Mitch, where you going? I said, man, I'm gonna go home. I said, I'm gonna fly into Birmingham and I'm gonna rent me a truck and I'm gonna drive down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when they saw me packing my bags, my chain of command was like, hey, you know what? We thought about it. We're gonna approve your leave. You get 14 days. I said, that's all I need. So while I was home checking on my family and everything, they kept the competition going.
Right.
So when I came back, everybody on the ship is looking sad. I was like, what's wrong with y'all? It's like, oh, you ain't heard. I say, heard what? It's like, well, the admiral went on ahead and picked this person. I said, how you gonna pick this person when everybody wasn't there? Just like, hey
Right.
man, I don't know. So that's the whole reason why I wanted to get the Lakota and Blue. So and I was just like looking at everywhere where the Lakota and Blue was at when I was in Dallas. I mean, in Dover, and I was like, okay, I got Orlando, I got Atlanta, I got Dallas, I got Arizona. All right, scratch Orlando because I don't want to wake up with a gator in my backyard. Scratch Arizona, it gets too hot out there.
Too damn hot.
Yeah. So then it's like Atlanta or Dallas, Atlanta or Dallas. And then I was like, if I'm in Atlanta, I'm only 4 hours away from the house.
Right.
And I was like, okay. But if I'm in Dallas, I'm like 8, 9 hours away from the house, which is cool. So that way can't nobody just pop up on me. Somebody might take a 4 hour drive and just be knocking at your door. And you be
Right.
looking at them, through the ring like, I ain't here. I ain't here. I'm getting
Right.
gas. And I have family out here in Dallas. And I just felt like Dallas gave me the best opportunity, you know what I'm saying, for me to network and to grow in the culinary field.
Wow. Now I don't want to give everybody too much because it won't be well, it will be plenty left for the experience. But I want them to hear more. I need everybody to like really stop what they're doing and purchase their tickets to the Chef Experience with Chef Andre Mitchell, because it's going to be great. I'm going to be there. I think my husband, I don't think he's coming. He's
The,
coming. I don't
the only thing with the chef experience,
option.
the
Huh?
thing with the chef experience, we
Yes.
only gonna keep it at 10 people. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So that way it's private and it's personal. And then
Yeah.
as this grow on, hey, maybe then we'll branch out and do more and more people. But we want to keep it at 10 right now. Still
Right.
COVID is going around and all
Right.
that, but we just want to keep it at 10, keep it personal. And every time we do it, we're just gonna create new dishes. I just see pictures in my head and it's like, you know what, we're gonna try that. Oh, we're gonna try this. Oh, you know what, we're gonna try this. And I just give me honest feedback. If it's nasty, tell me. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
be mad. It ain't the first thing I ever made that was nasty. You know what I
Right.
mean? So hey, if it's good, hey, let me know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hey, if you want to get on social media, go live do an event, do that.
That's what I did. That's what I
Yeah,
could. I was like,
you
how can I
know,
sit here and not record this? I was
like
like, this
do
is
that.
so wonderful. The food
So we gonna have a good time, and
we are.
I'm definitely gonna your taste buds definitely gonna thank you. Trust me.
Yes. Now tell everyone how they can find you on social media and stuff. I know they're going to be searching for you. Y'all, this is my brother. Do not call me. Do not DM me and ask me to hook you up with my brother. I'm not going to do it because he needs to focus. He needs to focus on his
Yeah.
whole chefing and everything. So no, he is, he's not he's kind of sort of available, but not available. But don't DM me about it, okay? Do not do it, okay?
Uh, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen, you heard. But
Yeah,
you can find me on Instagram, official _ Mother Lucille's Catering, and you can find me on Facebook, Mother Lucille's Catering. I got a Twitter page, but I don't know how Twitter works. So I just put my name. I just put the name of that Mother Lucille's Catering. So that
throw
way
me a
can't nobody take it. You know what I mean? So I just put it out there.
That's true. Technology has
Yeah.
changed tremendously. Like, my daughter told me the other week, she's like, "You need to get a TikTok, mom." I'm like, I do have one." But she's like, "Well, you need to start promoting on there." I'm like, "Girl, I ain't got time. I'm trying to keep up with Facebook and Instagram." And she was like, "Oh, Facebook is for old people." I was like, "Oh, okay. Thanks for the memo."
Yeah. And I need to make me a TikTok page so I can block that name too. So that way can't nobody
For
come
real,
out.
like seriously,
That
that makes
way, somebody come out and is like, "Oh, I'm Mother Lucia's Catering," and they got all this crazy stuff. So
that
yeah,
makes
I might make that today. You know what I'm
wow.
saying?
Man, Andre, thank you so much for hopping on my my YouTube podcast. This is still new and fresh for me as I continue to grow. So thank you for allowing me to have an interview with you before you blow up, because you already blown up. Like, you're about to seriously blow up, and I'm just so excited that I have the exclusive video with you, an interview, because you're gonna take over. And once people really taste your food, they're gonna like be stalking you seriously, because I was tempted. I was gonna ask you to come over here and cook breakfast for me for my birthday, like have a whole little brunch thing. And I said maybe
Yeah,
that's going too much because I know you have clients, you do meal prep, you do all of that, and we're gonna be actually working together doing meal preps together. So I know you were busy, but that's just how great your food is. It's so good.
I appreciate it. The whole key to that is just
Yeah.
staying humble, and staying hungry. Because
Yes.
I got a saying that I've been saying for years. You know what I mean? No matter, let's see, man, I just forgot it. No, hold on, here it is. Rich people eat rich, poor people eat poor. I'm getting my porterhouse steak. Y'all just wait. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I grew up eating. Yeah, that's it. Like I grew up eating the cheese sandwiches baked in the bottom of the oven. So I don't want to eat like that no more. I want to wake up one morning and eat some caviar. I'm like, that's nasty. But so that way I can at least say I tried it.
You try.
So but like that's my motto. That's one of my many mottos that I have.
Wow. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, y'all. Well, I just want to thank you again so much for joining me
Appreciate you.
on my podcast. Y'all, this is Black Karen. You make sure that you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. You hit that notification bell and you give me a thumbs up because I am, man, I'm going to take over with this, y'all. I am excited about this. I am operating in my purpose. I am really like doing what the Most High has called me to do, and that's just to talk. It's to inspire, it's to create, and it's just to love you guys. And I tell you guys that every time on my show that I love you, and find something positive to say to somebody today. Pick up the phone and just tell somebody you love them. And I appreciate all the birthday wishes, y'all. And Andre, you say it the best, like you celebrate your birthday. When? How often do you celebrate your birthday?
I celebrate my birthday every month on the 26th. Every month on the 26th, I celebrate my birthday. I do something simple. Might buy me a pair of shoes, might buy me an outfit, take myself out to dinner. I celebrate me every month on the 26th. So that way, when my birthday comes, it's not about me. It's about my friends who's never been my age, who's never gonna be my age because they got called home early. So like that's how I celebrate it.
That's it. That is it. All right, y'all. Y'all got the exclusive here. So I hope to see you guys on April the 23rd. I hope to connect with you guys. You guys reach out to Chef Andre. You can reach out to me on She Chefin'. And I'm going to close this out by just saying I love you and y'all make the best of today. All right. We're out of here.
All
Peace.
right, peace. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Woo!